Hello, I am Lauren from Scrapbook blog, and today I'm going to be filming the Timehop tag. The reason I wanted to do this is because it's fairly short and I have to go and pick the kids up in about 25 minutes. And I've also watched a few of them on YouTube, and I just think it's a bit interesting because I'm nosy and I like to find out about what people have done, want to do, what they look like, all that kind of thing. So nobody's tagged me to do this, I'm just doing it off my own back. But I will tag a few people at the end and hopefully they'll join in as well. So the idea of it is it's a bit about you, your past, what you're doing a year ago, what have you. So question one, sorry I'm just reading off my laptop here. Question one is, what were you doing this time last year and has your life changed in a big way since then? No, my life has not changed in a year at all, really. So this time last year, Athena was starting preschool, or had just started preschool, and Arlo had just started with a childminder. And this year, so Athena's just started reception at primary school, and Arlo is with a new childminder because the other one stopped childminding. Possibly because Arlo is such a little bugger. No, it wasn't that at all. She went off to do a university course. So fair enough. So in terms of differences between this year and last year, my school run is slightly further because primary school is 5 minutes further away than preschool, and the childminder is 10 minutes in the opposite direction from school. So that's a ball ache, but it just means I'm getting more exercise. But other than that, nothing else has changed. Sam has the same job. I left my job at the hotel, but I was only working 1 or 2 days a week anyway by that point. So I left it to focus on freelancing, and we're still in the same house because we still own the same house that we moved to like 18 months ago now. So yeah, very dull. Life is like Groundhog Day over and over. So question two, check your Facebook Timehop and show a cringy status from the past. So Facebook here, a cringy status from the past is: big love to Miss Sophie May for inadvertently cheering me up. Actually, it's not that cringy, it's quite sweet really. And that's my friend Sophie, who's about to get married. She might even have got married by the time you see this. And she replied, "That's what friends are for." And I wrote back, "More big love for the Poston carton, Miss Waring." So yeah, I don't know why I went into a bit of random German then. And then I don't think there's much else really happening on Facebook in terms of statuses. There are a few weird looking, well, this is a status: you can't beat a good washing machine to keep a baby entertained. And there is a photo there of Arlo sat in front of the washing machine. And if you go back to 8 years ago, sure, I thought this was a Christmas party, maybe it wasn't, but there's a photo of me looking with a drink in my hand, with all my hair like plaited all the way around my head like some kind of, I don't know what. But I looked very slim back then, you know, 8 years ago. Just seeing if there's any more ridiculously embarrassing photos from that period. I'm sure there will be. But no, maybe not. There's a big group photo, but I won't show you that because it's got loads of old colleagues in it. Which is probably, I don't know what the rules are about showing photos about people. And then 2 years ago, here's a photo of me and the kids on the beach. So, question three, if you could go back in time and do 3 things differently, what would they be? That's a hard one because I try not to have any regrets because it's a lot of hassle and emotional turmoil regretting things that you've done, isn't it? So I try not to do things that I will regret, but obviously I have. Some of the things I regret are probably not shareable in a public domain that my kids might watch in the future. But one of the things I regret is not putting my finger out and buying property before I had kids. So when I was working full-time with a decent wage, and Sam was also working full-time with a decent wage, we didn't buy a house. We should have done. I mean, realistically, we would have had to save a hell of a lot to buy a house because we had help with our deposit. But yeah, I wish we'd have at least saved, if not bought a house before we had kids, because we would have probably been in a far bigger house now because of the way mortgage companies will give money to people who only work part-time, have kids, etc. The second thing I would have done differently is, again, it comes back to money really. I spent most of my 20s eating out or going out 3, 4, sometimes more times a week. I very rarely cooked at home. I ate out all the time, or I got takeaways, which was not good for my waistline and was not good for my bank balance. So that's something that I should probably have done differently had I had the insight into my life now. And a third thing that I would have done differently. I think I should have left my job, like my corporate job, when I had Athena rather than after Arlo. So I went back to work in the hotel. Between having Athena and Arlo, I was already pregnant when I went back, so I was only working for 8 months, and then I had another year off with Arlo for maternity leave and went back again. And realistically, I should have just bitten the bullet. Is that even the right phrase? I think so. Anyway, I should have done that and just left my job, because it was hassle trying to juggle 2 people working in a hotel around 2 kids. Sam does that as a job too. And yeah, I wasn't really earning very much from it anyway by that point, because I hadn't gone back into the same position as when I left. So I should have just got on with doing freelance stuff, built up a client database, built up my blog, and got on with it really. But for some reason in the back of my mind there's a little voice telling me that you couldn't do it, or what if don't break the connection to a regular monthly income, because you might not get one if you go freelance. But that's stupid, because I obviously do make an income working for myself. So and there's no, I should have just done it earlier. So those are my 3 things I would have done differently. Bought a house, or saved for a house first. Eaten better and not gone out quite so much in my 20s, although I had a bloody good time. And left my job sooner. Yeah. But obviously I've got no regrets. Clearly I do have some when I think about it. So question 4, scroll back on your Instagram feed for 10 seconds / swipes. Share the photo, date and caption of the one that you land on. So let's do this. I'm doing it on the like the one where you just have one photo, not a grid. So I'm going to look at you and swipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's quite funny. So this is a photo from the 2nd of September. The caption is, "There you go, Instagram, all sorted and no nudity now." Not that you could see anything before, but a peachy bum, insert peach emoji. This is my 2-year-old having fun in the sun on the beach. Apparently it offended somebody the first time round and they reported it, so I fixed it now. And then there's like an up yours emoji. And this is the photo. Arlo on a beach hut with an up yours emoji over his little bum. And he couldn't see anything before, and he's 2. I think people get a bee in their bonnet about naked children, which I understand to a certain degree, but when it's a side-on photo and you can't see anything, I think it says more about them reporting it than it does about me uploading it. And Sam and I are both in the same court with this. I wouldn't upload pictures of the kids without him agreeing. And obviously if Arlo gets to 18 and says, "Mum, take that photo off the internet," I will, but you know what, it's there. Yeah, so question 5, where do you want to be this time next year? Where I want to be and where I will be are 2 very different things. I would love to own a house in the country with a driveway so I can park my car right outside my house. I would like to have a garden. I would like to have more space inside so I can have an office that is an office and not share a playroom with the kids. And I would like to have a bathroom that looks good. Our bathroom is a nightmare. I would like to have a roof on the house that doesn't leak. Our roof leaks. But realistically, this time next year, we will be living in the same house. The kids will be at school and preschool by then, and we will have a new roof because we're trying to get that done this year before Christmas. So yeah, I'll still be doing the same job, I expect, blogging and doing like social media and some marketing on a freelance basis. And maybe we will have a holiday booked, because at the moment we don't. So it would be nice to have something to look forward to, or at least have gone on a holiday in the summer holidays, just gone. Who knows? But yeah, so that was the Timehop tag, and I would like to tag a few people to do it. Don't feel obligated, but it would be nice if you did. I will tag Lindsay from Fizzy Peaches, Sarah from Toby Goes Bananas, and Donna from What the Redhead Said. So if you want to do it, I'll leave the questions in that thing below, the description box, and I'll link to their channels as well in case they do it and you want to go and follow them. Also, if you got to the end of this and you have any ideas for tags that I can do that don't take long to film, because I generally don't have a long time to set things up and do all that kind of stuff, I am literally about to go and have lunch and then go and pick Athena up from school. So like 10-15 minute tags, let me know in the comments, because I want to try and do more videos, because they're actually easier than blog posts, because you just turn the camera on and talk. And I would also like to know if there's any tags or videos that you would like me to film with Sam, because he's always quite happy to sit and chat on camera. We did the Mr. and Mrs. tag, which I will link up here if I can work out how to do that, which is good fun. So I will see you at some point soon.